Alright, we're back at it with this swap. It's almost done. We had to change the header system. The 05 Ultima headers did not work on this car for some reason. Different fitment on all of them, but some people make it work with a customized Y pipe. But this one was proven to be too much hassles, so we went with the J pipe style Y pipe that's connected to the rear header for the 02 and 03 Maxima style, and it fits perfect without touching the subframe like the last one was. So we got the front one in already. Gonna tackle the back one, and to fit the rear headers without like taking out the engine, all you have to do is just remove the power steering pump, and it's not too hard to take out, just a little bit. Was it 2 bolts, I think, 14 millimeter behind it, and a 12 millimeter lock nut on the tensioner. So once you loosen the lock nut, untension the belt, and then it'll give it wiggle room, and then just pop it right out. Then it'll give you enough room. All right, let's get it. So for the 02 and 03 Maxima, this is how the headers look for the rear system. Basically, the Y pipe, which is here, which is really like a J pipe, is connected to the rear headers as well. It's not separated like the 05 and 06 Maxima and Ultima style ones. I already put the 02 sensor bongs on there, 90 degrees, so that will help with the faulty codes or anything. And just trick the ECU to thinking it's running good. Alright, so to get the back ones on, you gotta remove all the studs as well. That goes to the exhaust manifold. They look like this. That goes into the block. And you can use a number 6 and it'll crack it and take it off. I put a little bit of RTV on just to hold the OEM gasket because there's no studs or anything to grab it. And yeah, should just go right in and start bolting it up. I would say leave it loose and then bolt on this one, and then tighten up the front and the back kind of like together. That way it all merges together. And yeah, that's where I had to cut the pipe. It's all coming together. I know it's a little bit tricky getting the studs in and out. It'll put a workout on your hand because it's pretty tight, especially for the top one there and this one. Not much room in between the header as well. And still got to get the next corner and then start bolting it, putting the nuts on. All right, so got the headers all in, front is all bolted up. That's still the front, bolted up on the flange, then to the back. It's all bolted up back there. And another trick is too, for the back, for the rear headers, you have to get 2 bolts from here, and 2 studs, because you got to remove the studs to get the, if you're pushing it up from the bottom. Here you can see why the Y pipe is different on the 03 and 02 Maxima compared to the 05, because the subframe comes straight down the middle. As you can see, the Y pipe runs right along it on the side of it. The 05 headers go right in the middle basically, and it'll touch the subframe. Alright, we're just filling up the trans fluid. So I got a bungee cord up to the hood, to a funnel. Funnel's attached to a clear hose. And then we go down to the side of the car. And that's drain fluid there. And you can see that it's dripping, so that means we hit our level. Alright, first start for the Maxima. Let's see if it works. wasn't getting fluid to the slave, so I connected a little hose there up to my vacuum pump, and it got the fluid to the slave. See a level there, so now it's ready to pump.